We're in the Western Cape of South Africa riding the new Husqvarna Norden 901 Expedition. We put in about 250 miles riding this bike in a ton of different conditions, a lot of on-street stuff, but a lot of really cool off-road that really gave us a good idea of how this bike performs. We did everything from sand and rocks to some big uphills, a variety of stuff, and walked away really impressed. What's cool about the Norden is this bike is basically an accessorized version of the base Norden. So it's got some features that make it stand out from the standard model. Key to that whole package is the suspension in particular. This bike comes with WP's Explorer fork in the front, which is a 48mm fork, and then the Explorer shock in the back instead of the Apex that the normal Norden comes with. Travel increases to 9.4 inches, which is about an inch more than on the standard Norden. It also increases ground clearance about 3/4 of an inch. So you've got a little bit taller seat height, which in the low position is about 34.5 inches, and in the high is about 35 and change. So I stuck in the low position most of the time and was totally happy with it. Other features that come on the Norden are a heavy-duty skid plate, which is a super nice thing. We did lots of rocks today. You could hear rocks pinging off the thing, and definitely glad to have that protecting the engine and the undercarriage of the bike. Another feature that comes on the bike standard are the bags, which in total have about 36 liters of capacity. And then there's some other little things. The center stand, always good to have when you're out traveling. If you have to do bike maintenance, you have to work on a tire, put a plug in it, you can access the wheels much easier. This also comes with a GPS mount up here. You can buy a kit. The bike comes with the Bluetooth connectivity kit, so you can tether your phone to the bike. The MSRP on this Norden is $15,799, which is about $1,300 more than the base Norden. I think that's a pretty good value. You wouldn't be able to get the suspension additionally for anything close to that. So just the suspension alone makes this bike a really good value. Another thing that's an extra addition is the tall windscreen. It's great on the street. Off-road, I wish it was a little bit shorter. For me personally, I might go with the low windscreen, but it does its job. It provides a lot of wind protection, so that's nice. I think the thing that separates this bike from the KTMs or separates this bike from the other Norden are just the touring amenities, and you have to decide where you're gonna ride the bike, what you're gonna do with it. This bike was built for travel, but it's also built for travel that's, has the capability to go and do rough, rocky stuff with the Explorer suspension. You can do all the miles that you could do on the other bike with the tall windscreen and the heated seat and the heated grips that also come standard. So those are all great features, but I think overall, for $1,300 extra, this is a really good package. A couple of things that drove us a little bit crazy. The mode switches go in and out, trying to find the magic combination to keep the mode locked in after you stop and cycle the key or cycle the kill switch. Sometimes it would stay in the Explorer mode that I was using, which I had set up a custom mode. So that's one thing that is a little bit annoying, but not a deal breaker by any means. Another thing to mention is that if you wanted to get bigger bags, that's an accessory thing. The mounting racks don't fit the other accessory bags that Husqvarna has, so that would be a decision on if these have enough capacity for you and if you would want to go a different route. But overall, a really, really fun bike to ride. Very impressed with the balance of the bike, very impressed with the electronics. The suspension, I didn't touch a thing. I personally was totally fine with it, street and off-road, and really enjoyed it. I would say for in the US, backcountry discovery route type of bike that you're gonna go and ride from the bottom of Colorado to the top of Colorado on the BDR, this is the bike I would choose. It's kind of has everything. You've got the capacity to do some luggage, and you've got the comfort, you've got the suspension, you've got the electronics package. It's a really well-balanced bike.